Hi, everyone. I'm Beth Workman, Transformational Health and Life Coach here at the Apothecary Spa. And today I am actually here at the Apothecary Spa, and we are going to be talking about skincare, basic skincare. As an esthetician and massage therapist, I've been an esthetician for almost 20 years, been in the industry for over 20 years. And something that I commonly see when I have clients that come in to see me, even those that I've been seeing for a long time, and I actually know that this happens at the front desk as well, because I speak with my front desk manager out there and friend as well, who's like, you won't believe what people are asking, these questions that they're asking. So this is what we're going to be talking about, is basic skincare routine. Today, I'm going to be going through what a basic skincare routine actually looks like, what you want it to be for your skin, but keeping it very, very simple so that it's not overwhelming and so that you're not thinking that you're not doing the right thing or that you need to be doing more, and just really making it very simplified, very basic, with an understanding of like how to build a good skincare routine. I want you to also think about this in terms of like diet and exercise, living a healthy life, and you'll see how I'm going to be making some comparisons here. So, basic, one of the reasons why I wanted to be here in the spa today to do this video, because oftentimes you see me in my home office, is one, so you can see on the back behind me here, I'll give you a little pan. You see behind me all of those, I mirrored all of the skincare products, right? There are so many things to choose from. We have serums, cleansers, exfoliants, toners, masks, pro exfoliants, pro treatments, moisturizers. These are all things that people are like, I can't believe you use that much product during my facial. And sometimes I see people, they'll like kind of like turn their head and they'll look over at all the products that I've been grabbing that are sitting next to me in my little kit. And they're like, did you use all of those products? And I said, yes, I did, which is why it's really important also to not wash your face or get into the shower or the steam room after you get a facial, because you don't want to ruin the progress that we made or the process that we did and wash all those products off of your face, all those great ingredients. So getting into the basic steps. First of all, this can be super intimidating. We don't want to make it intimidating, which is why when you come in to have a facial, whether it's the first time or whether it's you've been coming in regularly, your esthetician is going to run you through a series of questions of like, what are you using at home? What kind of skin do you feel like you have? They're going to take a look at your skin. They're going to make suggestions. They're going to look and be like, okay, this is based on what you want to happen today, what you're looking for long-term results. This is what I'm thinking we should do for your skin. And a good esthetician is going to meet you where you are, because I would never sell products to somebody that they're not ready for what I might recommend for them. If you come to me and you say, I use shampoo to wash my face, then I know where we're starting. We need to start with a very, very basic skincare. If you come to me and you say, oh, I have this cleanser and I use this one sometimes, and then I use a moisturizer at night, but then I use a different one during the day, and I use an SPF, and I don't use an SPF, but my makeup has an SPF in it, and I have an eye cream. I'm not really sure what it does, but I use it anyway. Then I can kind of pick up the cues and the clues about like what's happening with skincare, and so much of it is a lack of education, simply a lack of education and what is going to be beneficial for you, what you're using, what might be redundant, and what might be actually counterintuitive to what you're using. You might be using a product that's designed for sensitive skin, simultaneously using a product that is sensitizing your skin, like a clinical or synthetic retinol or retinol based product. So those are going to be things that we're going to talk about. So when you do come in to get a facial, it's not just putting stuff on your face. There's an education standpoint that comes along with it. And I hear this so much, so much, which is why I want to come in and kind of simplify it for you and make it make sense. So a basic skincare routine is cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize. Basic, right? So this is the reason why you want to have those three things in your regular skincare routine, that you are doing your cleansing and moisturizing daily, and you're exfoliating at least once to twice a week. Okay, so cleansing, depending on your skin type, you're going to have a cream cleanser, an oil cleanser, or a foaming cleanser. This, again, I think I'm going to do another video that talks about skin type and go through the cleansers and do a cleansing video, a serum video, a toner video, all of these things, the different steps that encompass a good home care routine. I'm going to come and do separate videos for that, so stand by. But with this video, we're just going to keep it pretty basic. So cleansing, the first step of cleansing, a cleanser is not just a cleanser. One of my aunts whom I love, she was like, well, how much can you really do with skincare? And my retort was, well, how much can you really do with eating healthfully, right? I want you to think about it in those terms of a cleanser is not just a cleanser. Depends on how sophisticated the products are, how natural, organic, or synthetic, or concentrated the ingredients are. And I want you to think about it this, like you could wash your face with something that you might have been recommended by a dermatologist, which dermatologists are doctors and they prescribe medication to treat skin conditions. And they'll say, you just really want to keep it simple with your skincare. And so they might recommend a skincare product that they carry there, or something that you can get at a drugstore that literally has nothing in it and it says sensitive, for delicate skin or whatever, and it's not doing anything for you. This is how I look at it. Iceberg lettuce versus spinach. And I want you to think about this. If you are eating a salad every day with iceberg lettuce and cucumber and ranch dressing, technically speaking, you are eating a salad, right? But if you were to eat a spinach salad with Kalamata olives and cucumber and maybe some chia seeds on it and a really high quality olive oil and a little drizzle of balsamic vinaigrette or just balsamic vinegar, the nutrient content in the spinach salad with all those other ingredients is going to be a higher nutrient content than an iceberg lettuce salad with cucumber and ranch dressing. Same thing, they're both salads, but one is doing more for your skin in a beneficial way than the other. So that's how I want you to look at this. So that's your cleanser. You're going to be, with your first step of cleansing, you are removing any makeup, dirt, debris, pollutants, congestion, excess oil that is accumulated on the skin throughout the day or overnight. For those of you who might have acne condition, it's really good to cleanse at night and in the morning to get rid of all the dirt and debris and oil that might accumulate overnight. And depending on your skin type, you might use a foaming cleanser or you might use a cream cleanser. Foaming cleansers are better for people who have more oily skin type or congested skin type, or those that are lean more towards like acneic. And a hydrating cream cleanser, I couldn't find those words. Cream cleanser is going to be somebody who has more sensitive skin, drier, dehydrated, inflamed, or irritated skin, because when you have inflammation, you have dehydration, redness, irritation. You need hydration to calm that down and to really help to improve the tone and texture of the skin and the look of the skin, so it's not looking chapped or irritated. So that's basic, right? Basic cleansing. Once in the morning, once in the evening. Okay, on to the exfoliating step. I have had to educate and coach clients on when to use exfoliants for 20 years because people want to like buff away their skin. And they also think if their skin is flaky, they're not exfoliating enough, and they need to buff that little flaky piece of skin that's kind of attached but not coming off. And what they're actually doing is breaking down what's called the acid mantle of the skin, which is your protective barrier. Again, I'll go into more of that on another video, but for today's purposes, we're going to keep it simple. Your acid mantle is the protective barrier of your skin. If you are using products that are too harsh for you or that you are sensitive to, or if you're exfoliating too much, then you are breaking that down and you're causing an irritation. It's almost like if you continue to rub your skin in one spot, you're going to get a friction burn. Or if you like file your nails and then it gets little red tips, same thing. You're abrasing the skin too much and you're removing that protective barrier. So then your skin goes into healing mode and it shoots out a bunch of cells because it's like, ooh, we got to protect ourselves. So it starts to process more cells, and it, in fact, exfoliation increases the cell turnover process, which we want. But when you're doing it too much, then it turns to what I call the dark side, and you end up having raw, red, irritated skin that's constantly flaking, and then you're ending up chasing your tail. So exfoliate once to twice a week, and that's it. People who can exfoliate more often tend to be having a more regular, advanced skincare routine where they are using products that are helping to turn over the cells a lot faster, whether it's a natural organic product line, which we carry here, or if it's more of a clinical or synthetic based product line, which you see a lot in like med spas that have more clinical or medical grade ingredients in them, stuff that you know that are kind of like created and not found in nature. Not that there's anything wrong with either one of those. It's really more of just like a preference of what you are looking for in your skincare routine and what you value in your skincare. So once to twice a week, so that you're not over irritating. There's a couple of different exfoliations that you can choose from. My go-to for any exfoliation, if you have never exfoliated before and if you have pretty standard normal skin with not a lot of like excess irritation, or if it's not raw, or if your acid mantle is not completely broken down, then you want to use what's called a mechanical exfoliation. And that's an exfoliation that has texture in it, where you dispense it into the palm of your hand, maybe add some water, and you can feel that there's like grit or texture. A lot of people describe it as sand. It's not sand. It's usually some sort of like seed or pliable substance that is kind of spongy so that it's not abrasing your skin. You never want to put anything that says it has plastic particles on your skin, because that is actually breaking your skin and causing more damage. Although your skin might feel smooth, it's not actually going to be good for you. Okay, so the third step in a basic skincare routine would be your moisturizer. And moisturizers, man, is it confusing. Like I said, let me show you again here. Okay, so this here is basically a moisturizers. You can also use serums here for moisturizing, depending on your skin's texture and what you like, whether you like more of a dewy complexion or a matte complexion, whether you have dry, dehydrated skin, or whether you have more oily skin type. It really depends on what type of moisturizer that you're using. Moisturizer is adding hydration to the skin, which locks in the moisture of your skin. It adds moisture and hydration to your skin. It seals in any other products that you have. It prevents from evaporation of water from the skin. It also can add, like I said, a dewy complexion if you need more lipids, which is oil. If you're lacking oil, if you have a lot of dryness in your skin, then you want to lean more towards a thicker, more dense moisturizer rather than a lighter texture or like a gel moisturizer if you have more dry skin types. Again, I could literally do a video on different types of moisturizers. I could do a video each of the different types of moisturizers. So for simplicity's sake, I just want to come in here and kind of make it super basic for you. So that's the basic skincare. And in the way that the steps that you do it, cleansing morning and night, exfoliate once to twice a week, and moisturize daily, morning and night as well. When you start getting into more advanced skincare and more advanced a more advanced at-home care protocol, then you start adding things like toners or toniques or essences, which is a really new thing, fairly new thing that's on the market. A lot of skincare companies, you'll start to see them have more essences, which is like a fluid. It's kind of like a serum. It's a little bit heavier, more concentrated ingredients, and it comes after your cleansing process. So if you're adding some more steps, some of the steps that you can add is, if you have your basics, you have cleanse, and then you tone or use an essence, and you exfoliate once to twice a week. Another step that you can add is a serum. A serum is like a vitamin for your skin, okay? If you're doing the basics of cleansing, exfoliating, and moisturizing every day, exfoliating once to twice a week, but moisturizing and cleansing every day, and you want to boost some of the effects of the products that you're using, or add more nutrients to the skin to get a result, like clearing congestion, clearing acne, working with hyperpigmentation or fine lines and wrinkles, or even like boosting collagen. That's where your serums come into play. Serums are highly concentrated ingredients that add nutrients to what you're already doing for your skin. They kind of fill in the gaps. They also help you to enable you to customize your skincare products and your at-home care, so that like you can cater to all the things that you're looking for. So if I was talking about my own skin, it's maturing. I'm in my 40s, so I can definitely see those fine lines and wrinkles. It's not super saggy, but I want to prevent that, so I use things that help with. I have an SPF to protect my skin from the sun. I use collagen boosting ingredients. I also use products that help with lightening and brightening my skin, so targeting hyperpigmentation. And then I also have drier skin and a little bit of sensitivity sometimes, because hormones. I get sensitive here. So I'm using a plethora, like an array of skincare products that really cover everything that I am looking for. But if you looked at my skincare counter, it has like 10 things. And some people are going to go, whoa, I just don't even know. I don't have time for that. Whatever the reasons are, it's a lot, which is why we start simple, right? And remember, simple is cleanse, exfoliate, moisturize. And then you add, depending on the target area that you're looking for. And I love giving this example. If we look at it in terms of a healthy lifestyle and diet and exercise, the basics of living healthfully is having a good, healthy diet, not diet like Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or keto, not a diet, not a fad diet. I'm talking about whatever you put in your food, whatever your nutritional diet is, okay? So we have diet and exercise regularly, okay? And so if you're dieting and exercising regularly, you have your bases covered. And then you start to see, wow, I'm eating healthfully and I'm exercising regularly. I really like the way that I feel. I'm liking the results. I want to take it a step further. So I want to work out my bum. I'm going to start doing more donkey kicks when I'm working out. So now you have your steps of eating healthfully, exercising regularly, adding donkey kicks. After a couple weeks, you're like, wow, those donkey kicks are really kicking my ass, literally. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the results. I wonder if I added more ab exercises, if I might be able to see more definition in my belly. So now I've got my eating healthfully, exercising regularly, doing donkey kicks, doing more ab work, whatever it may be, doing planks, doing sit-ups, whatever, Pilates, paddleboarding. It's that time of year for paddleboarding. This video is coming out in June of 2026. So you can see that you've built a routine based on two basic principles of exercising regularly and eating healthfully, just like a skincare routine. Cleanse, exfoliate once to twice a week, and moisturize daily. That's the basic skincare. And then you can add things depending on what you want to target. You want to target hydration. You want to focus on increasing the health of your barrier function. You want to help with lightening and brightening your skin. or adding more vitamin C to your skin, which is an antioxidant that helps to repair your skin, adding more lipids to your skin, adding a treatment mask, because you start to see the results. So after a year of seeing results within your skincare and coming in regularly to see an esthetician throughout the year, talking about how your skin is changing, talking about how it's changing within the season, as well as how it's changing with your physiology as you get older, as you hormones, as like you might even be like, wow, I'm seeing some really great results with my skin. I want to bring my teenager in because now I can see that they are going to be getting the results that they want to see with their skin. No matter what your age, there's always something that you can do to improve the health of your skin and how it functions. And that's really what skincare is all about. Helping you to find the right product so that your skin can function properly. And functioning properly simply means it's not red, raw, or irritated. Your oil production is under control. You don't have an overgrowth of bacteria on your skin that is causing breakouts. You are protecting your skin from sun damage, so you're not getting hyperpigmentation. And you're also working on even you can put products on your skin that actually help to balance the effects that hormones have on your skin as well, depending on what it is that you're looking for. So you can see how skincare can be super, super complicated, but if you start with the basic 3 and build from there and really are talking to your esthetician, whether it's me here at the Apothecary Spa or somewhere else. We have a lot of great estos here, really highly educated, who can walk this path with you as well. You can see that it's not just putting stuff on your face and that it's actually giving you results. It's helping to boost your confidence. It feels good to come in and get a facial. I'm actually going to do a whole nother video about the nervous system effects of getting a facial. I'm a master massage therapist and facial massage therapist. So with my facials that I give, it is a whole experience of relaxation and nervous system balancing and regulation, which is also another benefit of getting a facial. So I hope that this video has helped you to kind of see how you can, it can be really confusing, but you can actually simplify it by starting with the basic 3. And I will say it again: cleanse, exfoliate once to twice a week, and moisturize. So you're cleansing daily, moisturizing daily, and exfoliating once to twice a week. And then, just like a good healthy lifestyle of dieting, a healthy eating lifestyle where you're having good nutrition and you're doing regular exercises, you can then start to implement or introduce products that help with targeting those specific areas. So then you're going to be adding a toner, a serum, an eye cream, maybe even a lip cream, those fine lines and wrinkles around the mouth right here, or the fine lines and wrinkles that you see here. Or I'm a very expressive person, so you can see some people don't like that. I love it. Those are my lifelines or my laugh lines. So you can see that there's so many things that you can use, and there's not going to be one product that covers everything. 3-in-1s, there's 3-in-1s that do some things, but you're not going to cover everything. Just like one exercise is not going to cover all the bases of what your body needs or what you want your body to look like. If you are interested in having a skincare consultation, here at the Apothecary Spa, we actually do complimentary skin consultations where you can sit with an esthetician for 30 minutes and talk about your skin, talk about what it needs. They're going to take a look at your skin. It's complimentary. We don't do any cleansing with it, but we talk about what you're using at home. We talk about what your goals are, and we talk about what products we would recommend for you. The best results come from doing a skincare consultation or simply coming in and getting a facial, because all of our facials do include a skincare consultation as well. So And if you have any questions about this, or if you want to book a service with us, you can find the link in the description to our call center so that you can get on our schedule. And I cannot wait to see you here at the Apothecary Spa, and let's get you started on a phenomenal new skincare routine. I'll see you again.